Hi there. Today we're going to discuss independent practice numbers 1 through 10, skipping number 7, page 163 and 164. This is in chapter 2, lesson 7 for discount. There are two methods to finding discount. I'm going to alternate between both, but I do favor method 2. Um, Our first example is a $64 jacket at a 20% discount. So the first thing you want to do is find the amount of discount. So it's 20% off. And remember, 20% equals 0.2. So we would do $64 times 20%. That equals $12.80. That is your discount. Okay, and then the next step you have to do is subtract your discount. So 64 minus $12.80. That equals $51.20. Okay, so your next one is a $1,200 TV at a 10% discount. So I'm going to do method 2. So if you have a 10% discount, that means that you're actually only paying 90% of the price. And just remember 90% equals 90 over 100 or 0.9. So since you're only paying 90%, you're just going to take your 1,200, multiply it times 0.9, and that's 1,080. All right. Here's the next one, number 3, $7.50 admission, 20% off, and 5.75% tax. What you have to remember about these problems, boys and girls, is that you have to find discount first, and then you tax on top of the discounted price. You don't combine these two together, ever. All right, so our first one, again, I'm going to use method 1. So if we have 750 and we have 20% off, just remember 20% equals 20 over 100, 0.2. That's just off to the side. So 0.2, that's going to equal $1.50. So that is your discount. So we're going to take our 750 minus our 150. And this is the discounted price that you pay. Now, this is the price that you tax on. Okay, so now we're going to do our tax. And just remember 5.75. I'm going to do this down here. 5.75% equals 5.75 divided by 100. So that's 0.0575. So we're going to do our 6 times our 0.0575. That equals 0.345, which we're going to say is just about 35 cents. That is your tax. And remember, you have to add on your tax. So it's $6 plus 0.35. So your total price is $6.35. Okay. Method 1 can be a little tricky because you've got so much calculations going on. That's why I really like to do method 2, and I'll do that with number 4. Here's method 2. $4.30 makeup, 40% discount, 6% sales tax. So if you have a 40% discount, okay, that means you're taking off that discount. So that means you're only paying 60% of the price, okay? And just remember 60% equals 60 over 100 or 0.6. So we've got $4.30 times 0.6 or 60% of the price. So that's $2.58. This is your discounted price. Oops, I shouldn't have circled that. $2.50, so that's your discounted price. Now you have to do your tax. So this is your discount. So let's do our tax. Our tax is 100% plus our 6% tax, and that equals 106%. And just remember 106% equals 100 divided, 106 divided by 100, so 1.06. So now we're just going to multiply $2.58 times the 1.06. That gives us our $2.73. All right, let's continue. Number five, a bottle of hand lotions on sale for $2.25. If this price represents 50% discount from the original price, what is the original price to the nearest cent? All right, so just remember our percent equation. Our part equals our percent times our whole. Okay. It was a 50% discount, so that means that I'm just going to work down here. 100% minus the 50% means that we actually only paid for 50% of the price. Okay, so that's going to be our percentage. And this, remember, 50% equals 0.5. Okay, so our percent is 0.5. We don't know our whole amount, which is W, but we do know that the part that we paid was $2.25. So now how we solve for this is we're just going to divide by 0.5 on both sides of the equation. This divides out to 1. So our price, our original price, is $4.50. This is why method 2 is really good. Um, because you're finding out how much you actually paid for it. Um, all right, so number six, a racket. Tennis racket at Sports City costs $180 and discount 15%. The same model costs $200 at Tennis World on sale for 20% off. Which store is offering the better deal? All right, so I'm going to work with Sports City first. If it's discounted 15%, um, that means that we only paid 100 um, minus, I'm sorry, if it's discounted 15%, that means we paid 85% of it. Okay, does everyone get that? Like, we took 15% off, we actually only paid 85%. And just remember, 85% equals 0.85. Okay, so we're going to take our $180, multiply it times our 0.85. That's going to equal $153. So at Sports City, the tennis racket costs $153. At Tennis World, we paid 20% off. So 100 minus the 20 means we only paid 80%. Okay, and just remember 80% equals 0.8. So we're going to say our $200 times our 80%. That's going to equal $160. So the same tennis racket costs $160 at Tennis World. So Sports City has a better deal because 153 is cheaper than 160. All right, here's number 8. The Wares want to buy a new computer. The regular price is $1,049. Stores offering a 20% discount and a sales tax of 5% is added after the discount. What is the total cost? So again, we have to do our discount first, and then we're going to do our sales tax. So if it's a 20% discount, so 100 minus 20, that means we're only paying 80% of the price, which is awesome. And just remember, 80% equals 0.8. All right, so we're going to have our 1,049. Let's multiply that times our 0.8. That's going to equal $839.20. That is our discounted price. Now we have to add on our tax. So our tax is 100% of the price plus whatever the tax is. And the tax is 5.25. So that's 1.525%. Okay. And just remember 1.525%. That's going to equal, oops, sorry, I made a mistake. It's actually 1.0525, okay, percent. And then 1.0525% equals, I'm sorry, not 1.05, 105 messing up over here. Sorry guys. 105.25 is 1.0525. Okay. So now we're going to take our $839.20, multiply it times 1.0525, and that equals 883.258. And remember, money is two decimal places, so we stop at the 5 and see if the 8 makes it go up or stay the same. So that's 883.26. All right, only two more to go, guys. Here's number 9. Find the original price to the nearest cent. The discount was 75%, which means we took 75% off. Um, so we actually only paid minus 75. We actually only paid 25% of the price, which was nice. And just remember 25% equals 0.25. Again, we're going to do our part equals our percent times our whole. All right, so we don't know, we do know that we paid 225, so 2.25 equals 25% of our whole. And how we're going to solve this is we're going to divide by 0.25 on both sides of the equation. This cancels out to 1, so our answer is $9. Okay, let's do our last one. The discount is 30%, so if we took off 30%, we're actually only paying 70%. And just keep in mind 70% equals 0.7. So again, we're going to do a part equals our percent times our whole. So we have how much we paid, which was 126. Our percent is 0.7, and we don't know what our whole amount was. But we can divide by 0.7 on both sides to find out. 0.7 divides out to 1, and this is going to equal $180. Okay, I know that was long, but hope that video is helpful. Thank you. Bye.